Right, so we've got a nice box from lego.com. I'm looking forward to seeing what's inside. Seems nicely packaged, so let's open it up. So inside the box we've got another smaller box, and we've also got our free gift from lego.com. Some brickheads thing. I'll give that to the kids so they can fight and argue over it. Right, so here's the main event. It's the new Transformers Soundwave. So as you can see, I've already got the other two from the set. We've got Optimus and Bumblebee. Really looking forward to this. It's the first Decepticon that Lego have released. Let's have a quick look at the box. So it's a new icon set, 18 plus, set number 10358. It's got 1,505 pieces. Now I paid 169 quid for this. It's just literally been released on lego.com, but you know, I had a bit of discount on it, obviously from scanning lots of previous sets, so I paid 150 quid for it. So it's not too bad, so it's about right with the piece count, I suppose, 10 pence a piece. But looking at the front of the box, so we've got Soundwave in his robot form. We've also got his little minions. We've got Laserbeak, and we've got Ravage as well. There's some further side illustrations on the side there, with one of his minions in the cassette form in the center. And if we look at the back as well, so you've got some of the transform stage there as well. So the robot mode with Ravage and Laserbeak. As you can see, they turn into cassettes, and the final transformation there, Soundwave is classic transformer mode as a ghetto blaster, also, you know, what do you call a cassette player with the individual cassettes. And there's some more side shots of the completed build in both modes, and we've also got the sound brick included as well. So this has got quite a lot of pre-arranged random sounds. You can press the button from the original cartoon, which I'm quite looking forward to, and there's some of the dimensions of the build. So without ado, let's open this box and see what's inside. Right, so this is what's in the box. We've got 12 numbered bags of various sizes. We've also got this unnumbered brown bag as well, which has got the clear plastic sort of door for the cassette player on the front of Soundwave. We've also got our sticker sheet. Luckily not too many stickers. I think these are more just detailed pieces, and of course, like the other ones as well, we've got a sticker for the plaque as well. It'd be nice to have these printed one day. And we've also got our instruction booklet. Right, so here's the instruction booklet. Just have a look what's inside here. So there's a little bit of an introduction and the two previous models. Some information about Soundwave. Some information about the cool Lego sound brick which is installed. Some of the parts of the set. And some information from the design team with some of the cool sort of G1 sort of Transformer cartoon art, which is quite cool. And then we're going straight into the build, which is quite unfortunate. I thought there'd be a bit more information in this booklet like there was in the previous ones. And if we go straight into the back, we've got our parts listings, if you're interested. Right, so we've just finished bag one, and this is where we are. So we've got a mini version of Soundwave in his transform mode. We've got one of the first cassette tapes on there, so we've got Laserbeak's cassette tape, and we've also got, if you want to change that over, we've also got Rampage's cassette tape as well, which we can stick on the front of that. And we've also got first of our transformers. We've also got Laserbeak. And it's just quite cool because this does transform into one of those cassette tapes. And to simply do that, we just take these top laser guns off. We can fold the head back up. We can throw these two sections in here for the legs, and then fold the wings in. I'm just going to put the camera down a second and do that. Yeah, and that's it transformed. It's quite cool, isn't it? So that's the beauty of this set. We get 3 transformers for the price of 1, which is quite cool. Right, so let's continue on to bag 2. So we've just finished build stage 2, and this is what we have. We have Ravage, our second of our transformers, and this also transforms into cassette tape like Laserbeak. So it's a bit more involved than the last one, so we just need to take our lasers off the top. These do come apart. That's popped off, we'll put that back up. Just need to fold the tail back and the head back. And these sections fold up here. I'll just do that off camera now. Like so. And we just need to and then all the little articulated arms, as you see, all fold into the corners, and then we've got another cassette. That's quite cool, isn't it? Doesn't look as good as the other one though. Right, so we're just going to start on the main model now. Give you a quick explanation of how this is situated. So steps or bags 3 to 5 are going to be building the torso section of Soundwave. From bag 6, I believe, are going to be both arm sections. 7 and 8, I believe, are going to be one of the legs. 9 and 10 are going to be the other leg. 11 is going to be these some covers on top of the legs, and then bag 12 is going to be parts of the back here, his laser turrets, his head. We've got 2 different colours for the eyepiece, which is quite cool. Yeah, so we've got the Soundwave's laser turret, his actual main weapon gun, and also finally the stand. Right, so this is where we are after bag 3. So we've built a nice big chunk out of system pieces here. There's some technical elements, but it's essentially the bottom of the torso. So we've got the axles and the pins for the legs, and there we have our first sticker for the play section. I believe this will connect up to the sound brick at a later point. This will be like the button to switch it on and off. So let's move on to bag 4. So this is the biggest stage we've got so far, but I want to show you the sound brick, which is quite cool. So if we press the button here, yeah, apparently there's quite a lot of random sounds, and they play never in the same order, so you never know what you're going to get. So it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing this in action. Now we've reached step 42 in bag 4, build stage 4. We've built this rather impressive structure full of layers of system blocks. We just need to attach it onto the rest of the torso and also install the sound brick. Looking forward to see how this turns out. So this is where we are at the end of bag 4. So we've attached the torso, we've braced the back and the sound box in, the sound brick in place. And now we can now press the play button here and we'll get some sounds. Right, so we just start in build stage 5 or bag 5, and in that little brown bag we've got this cool Decepticon printed glass piece here. I say glass plastic, but looks pretty cool. Right, so we've just finished step 63 in build stage 5, and we've got this cool little door for the cassette player on Soundwave. So I'm just going to put that on now. Now we've got this cool door on now, which is pretty cool. If you press this button here, it will open. That's very nifty. And the button just pops straight back up. You can now also place one of the cassettes in as well. Put that in there. That is also pretty cool. Right, so we've just finished bag 5 and also the torso section of the model. So just at the end of this build we've added these flap sections, which I think the armors will attach to, and they've got a little connection piece there which will lock into place on the side, which I think will probably be part of the transformation process. So let's carry on into bag 6. Just realised I made a mistake. I have that grey section the wrong way around, so I'll just have to take that apart and put it back together to correct it. So it's now right. Right, so we've just finished step 110 in bag 6, and we've got our left arm. Now there's quite a lot of movement in the arm, and we've also got some more stickers and an extra detail. So we've got flexibility there, we've got flexibility there on this axle here, and we've also got individual articulated fingers, which are quite cool. So I'm just going to attach that onto the torso. Right, and this is it with the arm attached. So all we need to do now at the end of this bag is to do the right arm. Right, so we've just finished bag 6, and we now got the other arm on. Here we are. So let's move on to bag number 7. Right, so we've just finished build stage 7 or bag 7, and we're starting to build the right leg of Soundwave. We've got some more sticker work going on here, and we've got this joint for the leg to attach to the waist of the model. So let's carry on into bag 8, which is the rest of the leg. Right, so we've just finished step 180 in build stage 8, and we've added this little mechanism onto the side of the leg, some more stickers. So if we just push this here, like so, that mechanism is going down, and we can move it back up. Oop, I'll do it with one hand. So we've just finished step 207 in build stage 8, and we've got another section made out of assisted bricks, which we're going to attach to the sides here now. A few other details, and then we've got ourselves a leg. Right, so this is the finished leg. instructions are telling me now to just push this mechanism down here. And now we just got to attach it to Soundwave. Right, so we've now finished build stage 8 and we've attached our leg to our body. Starting to come together quite nice now. Right, so the next two bags, 9 and 10, are going to be the left leg, so we'll carry on and do that now. Right, so we've just finished bag 9. We're building the same structure on the left leg as the right, but just in the opposite direction. And we've also got different sticker work on the back. We've actually got stereo micro cassette recorder. That takes me back to when I was a kid. Right, so we've just finished bag 10 and also the left leg. So we just need to attach it on the Soundwave now. Right, so we've just finished bag 10 and we just attached the left leg on. I've littered these flap sections up here. So we just got one more bag to complete the leg section. There's going to be some cover parts here which connect up to the mechanism in here when it transforms, so I'll be interested to see how that works. So let's move on to bag number 11. So we've just finished step 302 in build stage 11, and we've got our little foot for our right leg. So we just need to clip them into place in there, and we need to do the same for the other side. Right, so that one's now clipped in place. Right, so that's bag 11 done. So all we need to do to finish it is we've got to put these flaps down here, extend these feet down, and we've got to move those flaps in the back into place. So I'll do that now. Right, so we've just put them in place now. As you can see, those sections have moved into the back there, and we've got our little feet at the bottom now in place. There we are. Just not long to do now, just one more bag left and the model is complete. Right, so we just finished step 328 in bag 12, and we've got this blue cover which clips onto place in the back of the model here, so I'll just do that now. Now that's clipped on, all we have to do now we just clip this section up here and we can move this into place like that. And I think that's where the head is going to attach to the model. Right, so we're just in step 339 in bag 12. Now we're at the point when we're building the head that we can pick the colour eyes. So you can either have red or yellow. I don't know what, I'm going to go for the red ones. That's cool. Right, so we've now got our head with our red eyes around the yellow, but it's quite cool. I'm just going to place this now on the model. It's now placed on the model. We've got quite a bit of a range of movement on this. Pretty cool. Right, so we've now made Soundwave's shoulder mounted laser or blaster cannon. So we're just going to mount that now on the model. And there it is, mounted on. It's quite cool. So we're now going to build his other blaster, which we're going to stick in his hand. Right, so we just finished his blaster. It's quite a long weapon. So we're just going to mount it onto his hand now. And there it is mounted on the hand. It is, yeah, it is quite big, but only problem is there's a lot of player movement on that hand, so you have to be careful when you pause in the actual model, otherwise it just flops down a bit. Right, and we now finished the last part, which is our stand, which is quite cool. So remember the little junior version of Soundwave? We can place him on the stand, and our spare sort of cassette tape, there's a section in the back where you can just pop that in and store it in there, which is quite cool. so now we're going to do the fun part. We're going to transform him, so I'm just going to follow the instructions to do this. This is going to be the first time I'm doing it. So first thing we need to do is remove the shoulder mounted cannon and the blaster. Next thing we need to do is obviously move the feet into this position here and move the flaps from the back into the front like so. Now we need to move these hands into an upward position. I'm just going to do that off camera because I can only holding the camera with the other hand. Give me 2 secs, like so. Move the arms out of the sockets there and place them into this position here. Be careful not the top of the model. And we place the legs in a diagonal position like so. And then we've twisted the legs into those positions here. So we've got the stickers at the front of the model. And then we've sort of twisted the legs up, folded up into that position. And then we're going to clip those sections onto the legs, like so. We've moved these sort of flaps forward. And turn the head around like this. Open this back section here. And move the head down. And then close this back section back up. And then for keeping, we can keep our shoulder mounted cannons in position and clipped into position there. We can do the same with this side, so just take this out here, slot that in there, and we've also got a slot there where we can place the rest of the blaster, like so. And that's it, completely transformed. You've got to be, that is pretty cool. So we can put like a set tape in here now. So let's put Laserbeak in. Whoop. Close it back up. And we've now got a tape in. Excellent. Now let's press the button. Right, so just going to have a quick review of this model. As you can see, we've got Optimus and Bumblebee there, so I'm just going to be comparing Soundwave to Optimus and Bumblebee. Build process, it's quite a fun little build actually. Less complicated than Optimus and Bumblebee. Printed pieces to stickers, about the same balance really on each of the model to printed pieces and stickers. Of course, I would prefer more printed pieces, but of course at this price point we're going to get some stickers. So price point wise, Soundwave was very similar in price to Optimus. I think Optimus, when I bought that, was about 169. Soundwave was about the same price point, same piece count roughly. Bumblebee, of course, was cheaper. It's a smaller model. I think it was about the £90 to £100 mark. In regards to transformation, this is probably the easiest one to transform. You're probably thinking, right, oh, fair enough, it just turns into a ghetto blaster, into a box. But to be fair, the end result was pretty cool. It did look pretty cool. Optimus was very fiddly to transform. Bumblebee was the worst offender and probably looked the worst as well once it was transformed into a car. I didn't like the car at all. Optimus looked brilliant in his truck form. But yeah, that was really quite impressed with Soundwave on that front. Also value for money as well. Of course, with Soundwave we've got 3 Transformers for the price of 1. So we have Laserbeak and Rampage. So Ravage, sorry. So that's pretty cool, and the fact that we've got the sound brick as well, which is a really cool interactive feature. I think that trumps the other two in playability as well. One point I do add though is a lot less flimsy than Optimus and Bumblebee. When you're trying to transform or pause these figures, bits fall off Optimus, bits fall off Bumblebee. I haven't had this problem so much with Soundwave yet, but we'll see what happens. And one final point as well with the plaques. With Soundwave, we've got this extra section here where we've got a mini build of Soundwave compared to just the plain plaques of the other two. As much as I like this, it does look a bit weird when you're displaying all three together, but that's got that on the side and the other two haven't. But that's just a small niggly little thing. But overall, fantastic build experience. Do guarantee that you go out and buy this, and that's all I can suggest. You know, especially if you're building a set of these. But I can't wait for Lego to bring out another one of these. Probably won't be here until next year again, because we've roughly had about a year between each of these coming out. So I'm curious to see what the next one will be. Hopefully another Decepticon, and I will obviously, I wonder which Decepticon it will be. Will it be Megatron or Starscream? I'm hoping for Starscream actually. But right, that's it for this video. I'll see you again on the next Lego build, whenever that will be. So ciao for now, and see you again. And please hit the like and also subscribe.